Hey everybody, welcome to CLC Sports USA. Just a couple thoughts here on the Newcastle game. Unfortunately, we come out with a 1-0 loss, but definitely something that we could have probably seen coming throughout the game. Overall, the game was pretty even. There were times where Liverpool very much dominated possession. There were times where Newcastle did the same. And I just want to point out a couple of the problems that I saw throughout the game. First of all, one of the things I noticed at the beginning of the game, we were really starting to play the ball to the left. And with Julian Obertan over there, and he had quite a lot of pace, and of course he got knocked out throughout the game, and with the injury he came out of the game, which completely changed things. But we had Moreno going forward on the left. Now again, I don't like the way that we were playing in the formation of Balotelli up front, isolated by himself, because that leaves the whole team to support him. Now the problem was, we've got Moreno, who's playing more like a wing back, who is a left back. He's the man that is attacking on the left side. That just doesn't work for me. Alright, and of course as we went on throughout the game and we brought on different substitutes, things changed. But there just was not any positive, fluent movement throughout the team. We had a couple of spells where we came close to producing something decent, but other than that, all that I saw the whole game long, it was Martin Skrtel had the ball, and he passed it to Lovren, and then it would get put across to Johnson, and then Skrtel would have it, and then we just put it back to Mignolet, and then he would play it back to Lovren. And that's all the game was. Steven Gerrard, he would get the ball, and he would play his 75-yard passes up the field. And occasionally Sterling would be able to get onto one. But the problem was, Raheem Sterling, he wasn't trying to take anybody on. He would end up just passing it right back to, whoever was playing that drop behind him. And then the whole thing would reset, and it would end up back at midfield again. And Coutinho, I'm sorry, but he was just poor today. Balotelli is so lazy. He almost missed the second half kickoff. Where's his motivation? Does he even care about this team? Because, honestly, those kind of things shouldn't be happening, and he's just so slow with his feet. And that was the whole team today. Slow on the feet. Now, again, we concede the goal, and if you look at that goal, I wouldn't specifically say that it was Moreno's fault, although I would say he played a big part in it. I think that he might have been able to get a touch on the ball that put it away from the goal instead of trying to settle the ball. And of course that's when Perez knocked in the goal. And unfortunately that's just the way that the game went for us. It was always going to be a 0-0 game, and then a mistake from one team cost us the game. And even in the last 10 minutes, we bring on Fabio Borini, we brought on Ricky Lambert. You've got Balotelli playing on the left side, but Rodgers refuses to change the whole style of play. And he keeps one man up front, which I believe was Lambert, and then Borini's just trying to find space somewhere so he can get on the ball. Balotelli shifts out to the left, and he ends up, that one movement, Balotelli, who is a striker, ends up crossing the ball in for our left back. It's unfortunate. Skrtel had the one chance early in the first half, or midway through the first half, to be able to head that ball into the net. And, again, you're not going to make every chance, but at this point, we're just not scoring. And Daniel Sturridge will be back in a few weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, however long it's going to be. But can you solely rely on one guy to put in every single goal that you're going to need? This team has to step up. Has Rodgers lost the plot here? I'm not really sure. But I think one thing that he definitely needs to do is he needs to be willing to change the way the team plays if things aren't going to plan. Sure, we didn't play bad today, but the problem was we never had any kind of penetrative offense. It was just pass it at the back, go up to Coutinho, pass it back, go out to Sterling, he loses the ball, reset. And that's all the whole game was. There was never any threat of, oh man, we're going to score a goal today. That's unfortunate. What's your thoughts on the game? What's your thoughts on Brendan Rodgers and Mario Balotelli? Post a comment down below, leave a like, and subscribe. This has been CLC Sports USA. My name is Chris Check, and we'll see you guys next time.